going on, guys? Abiy Ababu here. As you guys voted on Instagram, you wanted to see a YouTube video of me actually butchering the top round that I get from Costco. So this is it. The reason that I have to butcher it is because I buy it in bulk. So I get about 70 pounds at a time, just one case. And the advantage to that, minus the obvious of not having to go back and forth to the store all the time, is that I don't have to pay as much. I think it's like $1 per pound cheaper if you buy it in bulk. So when you're eating 10-15 pounds of steak a week, at least, I know it's not that much to some people, but the money adds up. So this is what it looks like before you get it to the grocery store and before they cut it up for you. And it's actually not very difficult to butcher yourself. First thing we're going to do, I prefer to do this with a smaller knife. I've already sharpened and washed it. And you just kind of want to go around and get the little pieces of fat off of it. After that, it's pretty easy. I mean, this is probably the most time consuming part of it, just because it's, a little piece here, a little piece there. But then after that, it's just about squaring it up, cutting it how you like it, and you're done. So it would probably be faster if you did all of it at once. This is just one piece of the 4 pieces I got. And just knock it out. Put one bag, cook it, take the other bag, put it in the freezer, and that'll last. This one will probably last me like a week or so. So yeah, real simple. There you guys, I do prefer a little knife, still sharp for this part, just because as you can see there's a lot of little areas you have to get into, and it just kind of gets hard to maneuver a big knife. I will start using a big knife, but that'll be once I start actually cutting up the meat. If anybody's wondering, I've actually measured it before, and I think the first time I bought a case we got about 69 pounds of beef. And once you cut off all the fat on all of it, I think we only lost like 2 or 3 pounds in fat. So it's not like you're losing a lot of meat from just having to do this. So I still think it's the better deal.
I'm thinking about ordering a pizza.
Ordering a pizza?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, I'm just that hungry.
Just buy a pizza from Giant.
Ooh.
It's a lot cheaper.
We could just do that.
Or even 7-Eleven if you don't know how to cook it.
I'm gonna need some coffee though.
Alright guys, this is about as much as I care. I did both sides. You can trim it to your preference. There's a lot more fat on here. I'll deal with it as I cook it. So now what we want to do, I like steaks. So I'm basically going to try to cube this up, which means I'll probably cut it around here. Maybe a little bit off here, not too much. This part's pretty rounded up, and maybe a little bit off the ends. I still use the ends. I usually just cube them up and saute them with some vegetables, and that turns out pretty good as long as you don't overcook it. So let's start. I wouldn't recommend trying to eat these parts as steaks just because they're uneven and they'll be a pain in the ass to cook evenly. Granted, they're not going to be perfect. This is just a piece of an end. I'll cube this up and eat it after I cook it, obviously. But cube it up and eat it. This I'll probably still use as an end. I mean, you could cook this up as a steak if you wanted to. There's just a little bit of fat and stuff on it, and it's not very even, so I'd probably prefer to just cut this up, honestly. And then just a little bit on this side. slow cooker or something, this could be like the perfect meat to put in there. I usually cube it up. Sometimes me and my friends will split one, and you know, somebody will get more ends, somebody will get more steak, so I usually just end up eating the steak. At this point, you just decide how thick you want your steaks to be, and you just kind of cut. You want to make sure your knife is sharp. This is a really sharp knife. You can really tell how easy it is for me to get through the meat. I just try to do it like this. It's just the easiest way. Make sure you get an even cut going. And just kind of let the knife sit into it. Simple. Trying to keep them around an inch, or at least around the same size. Because usually, since these steaks will be a little bit smaller than the actual one you get from Costco, I like to cook them two in a pan. So I'd like them to be done at the same time.
Ooh, that marbling.
Yeah, so this is actually a little bit frozen in the middle. So what I'm gonna do, since I'm gonna actually cook some of it today, I'm gonna separate what's frozen from what's actually good to eat. So these slices are not frozen. This is frozen. And I'm gonna be putting it back in the freezer anyway, so I really don't care. Alright guys, so this is what we have. I guess I didn't let it defrost long enough. Usually I like to do this fresh, but I was in a rush when I first got it, so I only cut up what I needed. So I already went through one of these. But basically these are steaks, these are ends. Like I told you, this I'm gonna probably just chop up when I use it and saute it into something. These are just like the frozen ones, so they're kind of a little frozen in the middle. I was gonna just portion them out and throw them in the freezer anyway, so it's not a big deal. After this I just put them in gallon bags, and you know, this I'll probably cook either today or tomorrow, depending on when I get home, or maybe something like this I'll cook right now and eat it before the gym, and then just take what you don't finish with and you just kind of throw it in the freezer, and then when you're done, all you have some steaks, you know, rest them, dry them off, and throw them on the pan, you're good to go, or the grill. You guys like to use the grill. So that's it. I hope this helps you guys. It's not very complicated. I mean, it's not the best work, but it'll do. You're gonna chew it up